How's everybody doing? Let's save this rascal here. This is Dark Knight Rises. Uh the Eye. Y'all, 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 y'all won't believe this. Y'all won't believe this. You see the right eye? We've been looking at this forever. And I remember I was looking at like January 15th. Maybe we were looking at November 5th last year. I don't know, but there's November 5th right there for 10 solid seconds. So in the theaters on the 4K, which I think is all within a second of each other anyway, they had it planned out that that right eye would be shown at the 11:05 mark of the movie. That's Bane killing Batman. He's dead. There's the right eye. They purposefully showed the right eye of the ripped off cowl. You dig? That's pretty cool. Does that mean for sure that's when he's going down? No, absolutely does not. But are we not entertained? 11:05. Are we not entertained? I think we are. This is very entertaining. So, yeah, let's get to what else. I looked at all of his addresses of these next four. We call it the Trump's Final Four, right? It's Final Four. Sioux Gateway Airport. I did 2403, the address, times the zip code. This one's on November 3rd, 11/3. And we did get, the 12, the 22, but more importantly, you do get the 97 and the 33. Could just be coincidences. Trump times the entire address as a whole, 240351111 equals, well, you do get the 88. Okay. On to the 5th, what we think is the offing date. When I say we, I mean, I do. We here on this channel, me. Arnold Palmer Regional Airport. Address is 148 for Donald J. Trump in simple gematria. Zip code 15650. Multiply them both together, you do get the 316. But Trump's number 163464, how do you get his number? 6 months times the 14th day times the year he's born, 1946. So 6 times 14 times 1946. Times that by the entire address, 148,156,50. You do get the 24 and the 42 right up front. We love that. Right in the middle is the 825, the first 2 digits of my number, the last 2 digits of Mayday's number. Remember, Mayday and I, that whole anomaly that took place with Trump and I's combined number. And then I put my number times then that number. And you know what's crazy? It had the 638 and the 4550. Remember, Candy and I are 455-000-6328. And the divorce cost me $638 to file. And that was the license tag Earl was killed over, arguing over, fighting over. You have a 66 in there also. 66. Then the 38. I mean, my second wife and I, it's when you combine our numbers, it's 45. That's Trump's 45th president, and it's 500. At the next 3 are 500 for he's the Antichrist. 500 is Antichrist in Strong's Concordance. Remember, he went down the Daytona 500, riding in the beast. So that was very strong for me for the 5th to get the 638, because that's the 86ing of the 88. That's how much it cost to 86. I was her 88. Remember, her and her first husband came to 87. The next progression would roll up to 88, 2 digits. And he's going to not be at Miami-Dade County Fair and Exposition, unless we're wrong and he's still alive. Off he goes now to Miami, which I've been to, what, twice this year, and showed you the crazy anomalies when I stayed at that hotel when I stayed in Miami. So the address times the zip code does give us the 36, which is a triangular number of 666, and the 153 for the 153 fish. Trump times the entire address of 10901 33165. Thank you. Had to get rid of that. So the entire address without multiplying it, 10901 33165 times Trump's number. There it is down there. I've lost my train of thought. So the entire address as a whole times Trump's number, you get it 975. So there's your 97 again for the rising day. And it's down in the next address times Trump also. Both have 975. Is that because now these aren't really occurring, these final two? Because the one on the 6th is telling you he's going to rise tomorrow, and the one on the 7th is the rising day. Remember Earl, who was killed arguing over the 638 license tag? His last name was Wright, and his first 3 digits are 370. Again, he is 7 times 27 times 1960. 370, 44. And there it is, 370. 45 was his cousin Jeff's number. Jeff was born on 11/17. So on this 11/7, is this the day he's going down based off of all of that? Or is it the rising day? What is strange is that the address times the zip code has an 89. I actually color coded that for you. They're all in brown, just like these 2 975s are in brown. The rest are pretty random colors, but I did color code the 975 in both. And I did color code at the final one, Wright Brothers Aereo Incorporated. Donald Trump events. The last one's in Dayton, Ohio. The dotting of the I. That's on November 7th. And if they're doing the deed there, then it is very interesting and fascinating, because Earl's cousin who wore the 45, his birthday is on 11/17 and all that kind of stuff. But even though if he was to go down on the 5th, this would be the future tense. This is the rising day. And notice the 89 with the address times the zip, the 89, when you multiply that, I don't know what happened there. Hang on. So you take the product there and multiply it by Trump's number, you have an 89 again. But it's a single digit followed by a 0. So I was always told to multiply that by 7154, which is GOD. And there's an 89 again. And the duplicate 975s. So it's the final 4. What else can we say? I guess I've already given you all the, in previous videos, the grid. So there's no reason to go over the grid right now. If you look at the grid for the first rally, Pistol, Pete Maravich, and all that good fun stuff. You got a 2020 penumbral lunar, which is pretty wild. What colors do we want to put that in? Let's put those in some special colors. So you have two 2020 penumbral lunars that hit on the same day with Pistol Pete. Their Satanic Majesty's Request release date of the Rolling Stones, Skyfall London premiere, Apocalypto release date for the Apocalypse. Big stuff. January SIXTH 2021. The N capital SIR Ek. Yeah, the N Sir Ek Day. Trading Places release date. We showed you the World Trade Center in that and the cryptic language they spoke when they walked in front of it. And World War Z. But boy, when you get to the 5th, it's not a big day, but it is packed with quality, just not quantity. Total solar eclipse of 2001. That's pretty big. Mustang car release date. So that's a horse reference. Donnie Darko director's cut, which shows more of the movie, and it's the one that I watch. It's Seattle viewing or showing or premiere. That's big. The Space Needle and the Parallax View movie, which is at the Space Needle. Barbara Feldon, Agent 86. It's her birthday. Is that why she was chosen to be Agent 86? Olympus Has Fallen. Release date 3/22/2013. 3/22/2013. Big stuff. And Tesla company opens shop. And the next one, if you include both dates, are also direct hits on the offing day. Heath Ledger's death. Perfect. Christopher Nolan's birthday. He did The Dark Knight and The Prestige. The Prestige would be coming up in 2 days. The Dark Knight would be on the 5th. The number 23 release date, 2/23/2007. Trump posing with a Bible. Skyfall, United Kingdom release date. Elvis's birthday. Challenger NASA Day, 1/28/1986. Ken Miles, Christian Bale, Ford versus Ferrari. Ken Miles' death. Christian Bale played Ken Miles. This is the death, the real death of the real Ken Miles. Progression. Annular solar eclipse on August 21st and 22nd, 1998, which means today and the next day, which is the 7th, the rising day. JFK assassination date. Saturday Night Fever album release date 11/15/77. I had something else earlier that was anyway. On the rising day is also Spin City Back to the Future Fort Judgment Day. Yes, because the earth is being judged now. You know, Mystery Babylon says they're judging it by their own will. They don't realize they're just doing the Lord's will. And of course, Demarius Thomas' death. Number 88. Robert Trump death. The Highlander. That's what I wanted to look at. The movie, The Highlander. Of course, The Killing Moon, because you're now entering on the 7th. The total lunar eclipse is the 7th and the 8th. Trump came out to the Undertaker song, Florence, South Carolina, King Kong Trade Center, Backward Cipher, US X Across America, 4/8/2024, and a whole bunch of stuff on the 8th that, if you include both dates, will fall on the 7th, or consider it the 8th. Loose change in American coup 9/11, October 2nd, 2022. which is exactly 34 years from the Donnie Darko date. April 4th, 2015, blood moon, total lunar eclipse, total solar eclipse also in 88. So an 88 total solar. So basically him going down is a total solar 2001 and him rising is total solar 1998. That's pretty crazy. Trump implosion, and you can play with those dates, including both dates or not. So on the first one, not, and on the second one, yes. Include both dates here on this November 8th and to land on the 7th, the rising day. Unless Trump's to go down on the 6th, you know, that's a whole, then it won't count for the 5th. Nothing on the 5th would count. Just the 6th stuff, but I think he's going down on the 5th. The other thing you have, Trump implosion, yes, on November 8th, but Maggie Gyllenhaal, her birthday. And she was in both Donnie Darko and The Dark Knight. Very unique in that way that she has that. Trump, October 10th, 2016, 311 weeks, Taj Mahal. So it's the Trump Taj Mahal implosion, I guess. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is when Trump descended, isn't it? No. What is that? Is that when they blew it up? Yeah, because his elevator descent was in June. 2001, A Space Odyssey release date, Uptown Theater. Hits on November 8th is total lunar. Liz Christ, Trump's death, 6/6 of 6/6 is a direct 37 progression of it. Lucifer premiere on Fox, the TV show Lucifer. Total lunar eclipse, November 8th, 2022. So, and also October 2nd, 2022. So yes, I'll keep that in here because next month, of course, it's relevant, but it's talking about this exact day, on the day. And lastly, the movie Seven release date, premiere at Alice Tully Hall, 9/15/1995. '88 light tributes on 3/11/2002. If you include both dates, or it's just 1/19, November 9th. Brokeback Mountain, which is Heath Ledger and Donnie Darko. It's the Joker and Donnie Darko combined in a movie, performing the sex act. Metropolis release date, October 26, 2019, which is 88 miles per hour. If 2022 is 1998, then 2019 is 1985. And it was 1985, October 26. So we went ahead and threw in October 26, 2019 as part 2 of going 88 miles per hour. Not of the 88, but of the 22 realm. Since Texas Trump is 88/0/22, it's a fusion of 1988 and 2022, because both election days were on 11/8, and this one, of course, has a total lunar eclipse. So that hits right on the 9th or the 8th if you include both dates. Partial lunar eclipse, 13th or 14th, 1979. So that's pretty much it for what's coming up through the what we would call Trump's final four. And yeah, I think he gets put out after well, in the first round, we would say, in Latrobe. But we shall see. Do we have any comments? I don't know. Hang on, let's get it. All right, so we have no comments. And so that's it. I just thought that was very interesting about how the Dark Knight Rises gives us the cowl like that at 11/5 in the movie, or 1 hour and 15 minutes. But that's 11.5 coating, 1,000%. All right, love y'all.